All right, what's up? This is a recap on my last Thursday short trade on the Nasdaq. As you can see, got short up here at the high, first partial down here, and then second partial here at the low. Um, a level trade, not a day plus. Considered a bit lucky because I was initially wanting to short the Russell, and luckily I didn't. There were factors for me to avoid Russell, which I listened to, but at the same time, if those factors did appear, I would have gone into a worse trade. So this was definitely the trade to be in, and it would have been an A plus if I had those factors more fine tuned with me looking at the Russell. This was my double confirmation trade. We had multiple days of bearish flows here. You can see um, calls being sold, and I think this was the day of the trade, or maybe the day after. But either way, um, yeah, we definitely had clear signs that there was a reversal about to happen in the flow. Um, Sometimes it's a few days early, these signals are early. Sometimes usually it's the day before, is what I've noticed. So I've been calling this my bearish profile or bearish reversal profile. Um, so yeah, that was there, and then there was a macro time frame SMT. So with ES. So here's the SMT ES coming higher, showing strength. Nasdaq failing to break this high. Funny enough, this is exactly where I was short before for a great trade, but couldn't hold it because I passed an account with that trade. So, but yeah, so there was a clear short there. Played out an ES as well, but yeah, there's the SMT higher time frame, and then as well as the lower time frame, there was also an SMT on the 1 minute, and that was like, well, it was allowing me to get in with really good risk reward. I did take a partial early due to trailing, intraday trailing, but also just smart to take profits there. So wasn't, yeah, everything was good there. Didn't make any mistakes there besides just, yeah, what I mentioned down there. This was into the New York Open. We had PMI news, and yeah, 8.5 risk reward. Here's there was a bit of chop here, and this got me a bit worried when I got short. Um, if we look at, let's take a look at ES on that same time, which is, let me switch the view. So here's the ES, same exact area. So here, this was the SMT here. So obvious re-entry here. I think I was already in because of the higher time frame. And we also had YM also giving me signals. This was such an easy trade, by the way. Oh, so YM had, wow, you're so out. That's Monday. So yeah, YM had relative equal highs. It was the strongest index in um, the four that I look at, and it clearly swooped these equal highs. So that was like, okay, we're in play here. Um, could have shorted YM as well, but yeah, Nasdaq was best play by far, offering the best risk reward in my opinion. So yeah, there we go. That's basically the whole trade. Um, like I said, a bit lucky there that I didn't play Russell. So one thing I need to do better at is that I can take away from this trade is making sure I really have what the best play is when I'm looking at these setups and what's the short, what's the long. And on top of that, um, I wasn't sure what the Russell was doing, and because I didn't know, I was like, oh, okay, that must mean it's the best short. But that logic isn't actually correct. The logic you should be using is what is weakest, like what is showing that it is the weakest by making big sell-offs, you know what I mean? Displacing lower. Whereas Russell just just wasn't going up. That's not a that's not a logical reason to think, oh, it's going to go down because it's not going up, you know. I can't remember the logical fallacy for that one, but I can't remember. But anyways, but yeah, that was a really good trade. Huge trade, obviously, is really good. Huge return. Basically, two of those and you double your account. So really good trade. Which is funny enough, the next day I had another 8 bar trade after this, so I basically doubled my risk. So that was cool. But yeah, really good trade. That's the Nasdaq 250 point short, 8.5 risk reward. It was on PMI. We also had Jackson Hole. So performance was a 10 out of 10. My conviction was 8, and that is also due to the the luck that I had in not trading the Russell, since that was my plan. But yeah, really, really good trade here. This is definitely like my best trade, um, playbook trade. This is the double confi, and it's for double confirmation. So yeah,